Now that we have finished our module and the output seems to be alright, now let us finalize what we finally want to be printed in our simulation output. First of all, in this final stage, we don't want to print information from the internal of the system. For example, multiplicand is internal to our instantiated module and also multiplier. We don't want to see this anymore. What we want to see is actually the input and the output F. Next, we also want to print the result as unsigned decimal so that it is easier to make comparison when we simulate in quarters 2, because quarters 2 cannot print as fixed point decimal. It can only print as unsigned decimal. This is it. Printing as unsigned decimal, meaning we don't divide by 256 and we just print it as %d, meaning as decimal without any fraction. Then we need to declare the pointer as integer and assign a real file to the pointer. Then the actual call to save the data as unsigned decimal. And of course, finally, we have to close the file properly. Next is to give more data to the input value so that we can test the correctness of this system with more set of data. This is the data that we initially tested and verified that it is correct. This is the second data. This is the actual decimal value with fraction, and this is the fixed point 16.8 notation format. We just do a copy and paste and we put a blank line in each of the text file so that we can see the beginning and the ending of different set of input value. For this assignment, you have to do 3 sets of data that you expect to be correct and 3 sets of data that you expect to be wrong. How to get calculation to be wrong is one way to give large value so that you have overflow somewhere in your calculation. That will definitely give you a wrong result. And another one, since in this calculation we don't consider sign, meaning anywhere the calculation result in negative value, it will also give wrong result. So let us save this and see the simulation again. So this is the result that we have. Hopefully, these 2 sets of input give correct value. And this is the newly created unsigned decimal with 16.8 fixed point notation. So everything is finished in model sim. We can close, and there is one more piece of important tip dealing with model sim project. But we need to close first. Open your model sim project file, the one with .mpf. Open as text. You can use Notepad or Notepad++. Go to the end of the file. Go up a little bit and look for your Verilog file like this. Remove all the folder preceded the .v file. Then save it. Having this as only file name will make your project folder more mobile. Meaning, if just now you have the absolute path to your Verilog file, if you open it in a different system, or if you move the folder to another location, most likely you might not be able to open it because the absolute path most likely be changed. So doing this way, you can open all your Verilog file in your project anywhere.